They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? It is your boy, the Squirrel, and we are back. And today it's Eating with Ronnie Corbett. My friend Sandy sent this over to me. It's a 10-minute piece, and I'm excited to get into it just to spend a little time with the little puffy eyebrow man known as Ronnie Corbett. If anybody doesn't know, I absolutely love the two Ronnies. I think they were both comedical geniuses. I'm sure there's people that disagree. I know there's some people that do, and that's fine. But I think the majority of people would agree with that statement. And I always enjoy the candid side of them when you get a hold of that if you can. So and that's what we're going to get here is a picture of my bushy-eyed little friend over here. See these things, huh? Look at those, huh? It's great. I got like two squirrels getting ready to fight. But this is Eating with Ronnie Corbett. I'm interested to find out what this is, so let's get into it. And let's see what this is all about.
Madam, I love your cheese souffle. I think your cheese souffle is fabulous. But when you look at...
Ronnie Corbett is one of Britain's best-loved comedians. Sketches with the late Ronnie Barker entertained millions, and they'd often reflect Corbett's love of good food.
Oh, look! The menu's shaped like a rook.
It's the name of the restaurant, isn't it? Complete Rook.
No, tell me, what is the soup of the day?
Rook soup.
I expect it. I expect it's nicer than it sounds.
Bleeding, isn't it?
Yes, what about to start with?
Not too wild.
No, it's...
Hurry up, get on with it.
Thank you.
Scotland, home of mature delicacies like haggis, stoved tatties, and Ronnie Corbett OBE. Today, in the small town of Musselburgh, just east of Edinburgh, Ronnie is hunting for the finest possible ingredients to make lunch for his wife.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Very good.
One of those great moments, and Mitchell Webb made fun of this, where he comes walking in, morning, how are you? As if he's just walking in the shop for the first time. Screw the fact there's a camera crew already in there waiting and everything, right? I always think about this.
I've mainly come for the bit of salmon, really.
Yeah.
Born in Edinburgh in 1930, Ronnie's early diet often featured fresh fish native to Scotland.
Look over here. I mean, how many fish shops would have this amount of stuff? The halibut looks lovely too, doesn't it? How many people would use the shellfish, the razor thing?
You'd be surprised.
Really?
I mean, just a prawn and scallop.
Yeah, right.
But
You don't see
I must
them
admit,
much.
they're not my favourite, but...
No, a bit chewy, are they?
I find them to be a bit chewy.
Well, I've never seen the interior. I've seen a lot of the shells on the beach.
That's the ones that fire the water up the sand, so they call them spoots.
Ah, yes,
Razor fish.
Ronnie knows exactly what he wants, but has an unusual...
I didn't know those were a form of scallop. I thought they were razor clams. But maybe they just call them razor clams. Maybe I don't even know.
way of asking for it.
He wants 10 inches. People generally say, give me 6 slices, so many kilos, but never really in inches. That's right at the middle, that's what he wants. How's that?
Very lovely, excellent. Beautiful, that's lovely.
10 inches exactly.
Lovely.
All right, I'll just wrap this up for you.
It's a funny way to measure salmon, I know, not by length rather than... But I know how many I get out of
Exactly.
Living in a quiet rural area outside Edinburgh, Ronnie is an obsessive cook.
I can make mayonnaise now, without looking at the recipe, but it is a strictly followed. It is 9 or 10 ounces of oil, and it's a teaspoon of mustard heaped, and it's a level teaspoon of salt, Everything is measurements. Everything is precise. Nothing is slapdash.
Ronnie's recipe for pan-fried salmon with homemade mayonnaise is a personal speciality. He flavours the sauce with chopped mint, tarragon, basil, parsley, and watercress.
And also into this,
That sounds really freaking good.
I'm going to chop about 3 anchovies. Lovely. And it's nice when it's a cold, chilled ointmenty feel because the salmon is so crisp and hot. The secret is that when you oil the fish, the olive oil, is to really not panic. Let it be on there for a long time. Drizzle a little bit of oil, olive oil, then a sprinkling of the salt.
When Ronnie cooks, there are no short measures. He likes a tidy kitchen, rolled up sleeves, and a crisp, clean apron.
I'm not a big salmon fan. My wife loves salmon. My kids love salmon. My wife has made salmon in the past where she makes blackened salmon. It's coated in pepper, and then it's like cooked in it's seared and then cooked in the oven, and that's been okay for me. But I don't know what it is about salmon. I just don't even know. It's the weirdest thing to me. Like when it's cooked, it's this oily fishiness that just doesn't sit right with me. And I love almost every kind of seafood, almost every kind of fish. This one particular fish, this and swordfish. Swordfish I'd like more than salmon, but just not something that I fancy.
Now you can see it cooking up into the fish, particularly in the second one you can. Now, this one I would say is ready to turn. This one also, I would think, yes. And I actually like to eat it myself, and I think Anne's the same. Not quite done in the middle, you know, just nearly still fish.
It's raw in the middle.
Unbelievably beautiful. Beautiful. Really love it. Just go and try that.
Yes.
No. It's really like...
Where are the chips?
That's my fault. Oh, beautiful.
Ronnie's wife of 41 years is Anne.
Good example. Beautiful. It's lovely with the herbs. Nearly underdone.
Nearly underdone. Well, you got the most underdone bit of them all.
Oh.
It's lovely.
Beautiful life.
It's nearly like Japanese.
Ronnie's love affair with perfection hasn't gone unnoticed by his wife.
40 years I was the cook because he was working so hard,
Yes, you
but
cooked the
he's
oxtail
always
last
been
night.
extremely fussy. Bit of a nightmare to cook for, actually. Because I
always wondered who's the woman that keeps Ronnie in line. Oh, here she is.
Using that word.
Well, it's true. Fussy is the only word that suits you.
What was he fussy about?
Everything.
What examples?
Oh, boiling an egg, darling. Boiling an egg. How long are you going to boil that for? When are you going to put it in? You're going to put it in when the water's boiling or when the water's not boiling?
A recent downturn in Anne's health has meant that Ronnie has to do more cooking in the home.
I had this big
Some
heart
of the
operation,
programmes come to
and I
life.
was really badly ill
Yes, you were
with a
quite
stroke.
ill for a while, weren't you?
For a year. That's 6 years ago now. And he cooked my supper every single night, and I really sat down to. Now I go, what are we having for dinner, darling?
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
It's 6 a.m. at a bakery in East Lothian. Baking is an obsessive and unsocial pattern of work that Ronnie grew up with. Ronnie's father was a baker. As a special treat on Sundays, he'd join his dad and witness the meticulous work of a professional baker.
Morning. How are you? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
And very kind of you to let us have a wee look round. He would take me and he had the keys. And when he went off and did his jobs with the various doughs he was setting up, I was allowed to roam wild. And there you were in this Aladdin's cave. That feeling of these wonderful rolling ovens and piles of trays with cakes and donuts and breads and rolls and pies and tarts and short pastry, puff pastry, rough puff pastry, marzipan, decorated cakes. It was wonderful.
That's quite the list of stuff he just rattled off. A baker's job is amazing, and it's such an unrewarded work, I think. My wife's best friend, her mom was a baker, and she'd get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to get down and start baking so that everything was fresh. When you walk into a bakery and you're looking at it, you got to remember that was baked not long ago. That was, most, if it's a good bakery, it's fresh every day, and that's what Ronnie's talking about. It's crazy. It's awesome.
After serving in the First World War, Ronnie's dad became an apprentice at McVitie and Guest Bakers in Edinburgh. Ronnie's father was a baker for 28 years, so committed to his craft that even on his holidays, he'd drop by the local bakery.
He wouldn't get the roll to the shop. He'd go to the bakehouse and he'd look in and see, how long do you leave this flour? How long do you do that dough? And does that sponge? And, oh, you cover the tarts like that? Oh, I thought you might. Didn't know. And so he couldn't keep himself out of a bakehouse, really. I'm always amazed, even from my dad's day, how beautifully you can cut a fragile pastry like that without squeezing the custard out.
Good sharp knife.
I know, but still, I mean, it's an amazing job. It's so neat just to cover these shortbread biscuits with that fondant icing that doesn't trail over the edge and yet is right up to the edge.
Yeah. You just got to get it to the right temperature.
Oh, yes. God.
He talks about it, and the guy's like, oh, yeah, hold my beer. Let me show you exactly how I do it.
Very, very good. Shine lovely. Very, very nice. Very well done.
You want a way to make macaroons now?
See my dad do that.
That's the way we do it. Yep.
My hand falls into doing it, you know, the way my dad used to just flick it like he did.
Oh, yes.
I know. How long will it take him there?
50 minutes.
50?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
In the craft of baking, a secret ingredient, vitamin C, helps the bread rise.
That's what?
That's ascorbic acid.
Oh, my God, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very... I'll take a wee bit of that in a bag and I'll put it up. So if I was doing a kilo of flour, what would I want of this?
Half an ounce.
Half an ounce,
Yeah.
I know. Very good.
Where all the good people go. I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV show.
Digging this music.
Once a week, without fail, Ronnie bakes his own bread and keeps the skill and passion of his father alive. Every ingredient is exactly weighed or measured.
Going in there now is the yeast, the salt, the brown sugar, and my newfound ascorbic acid from the baker.
Ronnie has baked 2 loaves a week for nearly 15 years. That's 1,500 loaves, all cooked to precision.
Proper cooks are... You never see people slinging in a tablespoon or maybe a pinch of that. It's all very, very, you know... I mean, the baker said, I want to give me that ascorbic acid today for make the bread rise quicker. And I said 2 loaves, you know, pound loaves, a kilogram of flour, how much? He didn't say a pinch or anything, he said half an ounce. So I came home, weighed half an ounce, that's what I put in there.
Well, that is the end of Eating with Ronnie Corbett. I got to see if there's more of these kind of clips with Ronnie. I really, really love that. I loved just getting to spend some time outside of comedy with a comedy great. I really love this. I thought it was beautiful just to be able to have this time, this intimate time with Ronnie. Ronnie Corbett was obviously a phenomenal man, as was Ronnie Barker. They are both geniuses in the comedy world and writing. Fuck, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I think everyone understands how I feel about these guys. And to be able to have a piece of work like this, where you got some fun time with him and his wife, got some time to reminisce about his dad, go to the bakery. I would welcome any more of these kind of films of either of the Ronnies. That'd be awesome. Tell me what you thought of this. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if there's any more of these out there. This is awesome. Sandy, thank you so much for sending this over to me. This warmed me tonight. I needed this. This really warmed my heart, and I appreciate it. You guys be good. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Take care of a stranger. Say hello to somebody you don't even know and smile to somebody on the street. I know that's unusual, but just try it. It's good. I'll catch you soon. Squirrel out.
Cheese and crackers, crackers and cheese. Cheese and crackers, crackers and cheese. Cheese and crackers, crackers and cheese. Cheese and crackers, crackers and cheese.